Hi everyone, Bobbie LaPorte here again with this week's Let's Get Growing tip, where I help you take charge of your plans and accelerate your initiatives as you head into the end of the year. Last week, I did a live call with an audience of executives from a broad range of industries, taking questions on their number one challenge leading through uncertainty. And it's interesting, one theme kept coming up in the questions, and that was this. When preparing business cases with many options, how do you pick one and move forward instead of deliberating for what seems like endlessly over so many options? I'm guessing that this feels very familiar to many of you who are in the thick of the annual strategic planning process. So there are two shifts here for leaders to consider. We'll deal with the first one this week, and then we'll follow up with the second one in next week's tip. So here's the first shift. Decision-making now is very, very different. Timelines have forever changed, and leaders like you must now face the reality of needing to make split-second decisions when there's no clear path forward. And with the pace at which things are moving and changing in our world, we need to recognize now that the cost of delay is much greater than it ever has been before. Look, we all know we no longer have the answers, and I know that's a tough admission for leaders to make. But we can't even see around the corner to what tomorrow may bring, never mind next week or the next quarter. And yet, as a leader, you must still develop the ability to think about your next move and not rely on what's known and comfortable. And this type of strategic awareness will help you confidently make decisions in the heat of the moment, knowing that you may be headed down a path you've never been before. And that path forward means taking intentional action, developing the confidence to make what I call no regret decisions. So here's my Get Growing tip. The shift to this new type of decision making won't happen overnight, but you can start by not automatically defaulting to what you've done in the past. So start with some smaller decisions or options that you're considering. And maybe it's a particular product or customer issue, or even a resource or staffing issue. Think about where you've had success in this particular area before, because reflecting on prior successes not only builds confidence, but it also helps us see what is possible. And then select an option that feels like the best bet at this point and go with it. You can always shift when conditions change, which they likely will, because changing course, if necessary, is better than waiting and becoming paralyzed, fearing the ripple effects of what could go wrong. Once you practice this a few times, you'll build the confidence and muscle memory to take on bigger decisions. So that's my Get Growing tip of the week. I'll see you next Monday. And remember to see this time as an enabler, not a liability or a time to pause, waiting for certainty to return. All right, everyone, have a great week and take care of yourself.